Hello guys and welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Today's video guys is for the Witch Doctor class for patch 265 for season 17. This is a Legacy of Nightmares Spirit Barrage build updated for the next patch. Okay, so for those that don't know, the season 17 buff is basically you get Legacy of Nightmares buff for free. Okay, you don't have to wear this green ring set anymore. You don't have to wear this anymore. It's just a passive buff on your character all the time. So it opens up 2 ring slots, okay? And it makes this build really, really strong. Like, really good. I'm not saying it's top. I think JD is still probably our top build. But, my god, if you're looking for a true caster build on the Witch Doctor, look no further. This build is absolutely beautiful, man. I'm thinking about maybe maining it. It's that good. It is very, very cool. Okay, guys, so let's go through the gear. Okay, so basically, guys, it's a Legacy Nightmares bonus build. So every ancient you wear gives you 750 damage bonus increasement and 4% damage reduction. Okay, it's just on seasons only. Next season on season 17. So that buff is always on. So we're going to add 2 extra rings now. So you're going to get an enormous damage buff once you've got all ancient gear on your character. Okay guys, key to the build is the Barber. Okay, always wear the Barber main hand because this thing has incredible sheet damage because of the attacks per second. It's got 161 attacks per second, as you can see there on the sheet here. And then you look at another weapon here, and it's a lot slower, you know. Even one with a proper attack speed roll, if I can fire one. Let's have a look. Oh, this one here. You can see this one here has got capped attack speed on the second half zone. It's only 1.5. Don't know why, but Barber's always like that. It's always trying to have this main hand. It gives you incredible damage. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Nice. So basically, guys, what the Barber does, instead of dealing direct damage, your Spirit Barrage now accumulates on the target. And when you stop casting, it explodes with 250 damage accumulated. All that damage is in 15 radius, okay, around that target. Okay. It will explode as you're casting anyway. You know, but basically what you want to do, you want to cast 5 Spirit Barrages, then have a break. Have a break by casting your haunts. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, haunt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or nado, and repeat rinse, okay? And that way, you get that little stop in, that little break point, and a lot of the remaining damage will explode on that target, especially really good for Rift Guardians or single targets, okay? So, little tip there for you. Nice. Okay, guys, for boots, we're using illusionary boots, completely freedom of movement, can walk through all the mobs. Swamp Ride Raiders, of course, with elemental damage buff. Key to the build, of course, guys, is Gazing Demise. Okay, Spirit Barrage gains the Phantasm rune, and each active Phantasm increases the damage of Spirit Barrage by 50%. Okay, now the Phantasm that comes out from this mojo is classed as a pet. Okay, it is actually classed as a pet. This is one of the very few builds, the only build actually, that Blizzard allowed Ring of Emptiness to actually work with a pet. It doesn't work with any other pet apart from the Phantasm from the Mojo. It would be nice if it did work for Gargs and Fetches though, man, that would be sweet. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. So, yeah, you get 3 of these Phantasms out, and absolutely wrecks basically, guys, you know. It's key to the build. You've got to have it there, it does not work without it. Because you can have 3 Phantasms out at one time. Doesn't that look gorgeous, man? That's so cool. Okay, so let's go for rings, guys. You want to use the Convention of Elements, because we've got 2 new ring slots now because of the season buff. I've added a Convention of Elements, which cycles all the elemental damages bonus, but as soon as you hit cold, that's when you're going to see your massive damage ramp up on this build. Okay, that's your window right there, that 4 seconds. That's when you're going to see the crazy deeps, okay? It's nice. And of course, we're using the Force of Gem that increases pet damage, i.e. it will increase the damage of the Phantasm there, coming from the Mojo. Key to the build. Witching Hour, guys, you've got to use Witching Hour, baby. It's all about attack speed on this build, so try and cap out your attack speed. I've actually capped my attack speed on this, so that's 221 right now, which is pretty cool. You can opt for, instead of attack speed on the ring here, on the last ring, you can go for CHD if you're using Unity. If you can, and somehow you've farmed yourself a perfect Ring of Emptiness, wear the Ring of Emptiness here instead. And that way you can have the same roll as here on there. You know, it'll raise your sheet DPS by an absolute ton. You know, an absolute ton. But it's very hard to get this ring to roll 300% unless you get a really GG prime one and throw it in. But otherwise, you can just stick on the Unity in here. Also, guys, you can opt for a Stone of Jordan if you want to. Okay, if you're decent, you know, if you're good at dodging attacks and things like that, you can actually opt for a Stone of Jordan for more elite damage and more elemental DPS if you want to. It's completely up to you there. But if you're new to the build, definitely use Unity first because it just keeps you alive, basically. You know? Nice. So, what you know, guys, for the massive damage ramp up, Unity, a 50% damage reduction between you and the follower. We previously couldn't do this in the old build, but you can now, which is awesome. Absolutely love this. And of course we're using Bane of the Trap for the massive damage increase, okay? And this will also work at range, so the damage increase from Bane of the Trap, because it's a cold spell, isn't it? Yeah, it's a cold spell. So it's gonna proc at range, but we do want to be close anyway. Nice. Gloves, Frostburns, baby. Freeze and cold damage increasement. Nice. So as you freeze targets, it actually props your Ancient Pathfinder defenders in the cube. Each enemy stunned within 25 yards, reduce your damage taken by 12%. Where traditionally in this build we normally use Belt of Transcendence. You can actually use anything you want on the last slot, but I do find that Ancient Pathfinder Defenders was really good. We was testing on the stream yesterday. It's really nice. You can also use Strong Arm Braces, obviously Ancient Pathfinder Defenders. Nemesis Braces would be a great shoot. You know, if you feel like you're tanky enough, you can dodge the attacks. Nemesis Braces would be fantastic for progression during GR push. You know, there's a lot of things you can do here. You know. But traditionally, normally you have Transcendence spells, just generate fetches to block nasty attacks going towards your character. Food for thought, man. Cool. Lots of options we can do there. It's brilliant. Shoulders, guys, definitely go for Pauldrons of Skeleton King, because the free self-raise. You can pretty much use anything here you want. But make sure that you get reduces all resource costs on your shoulders, if possible, because that helps to take less mana casting Spirit Barrage. Spirit Barrage takes a lot of mana, 100 mana per cast, okay? So having that 80% there helps a hell of a lot, because you want to, as you're casting Spirit Barrage, you want to keep your Quiller up, okay? So Quiller will only kick in once you're above 90% resource. So with attack speed, ROE, Rush of Essence and passive in your passives as well, it helps you to maintain a healthier Quiller buff for that damage reduction. If that drops, most of the time you will die, but remember we do have Unity now, so it's a bit easier to play now. Sweet. Mask of Drum, guys, increases all pet damage as well, i.e. the Phantasms. Quiller Caress for the 50% damage reduction as well. Hellfire Amulet, I've got Rush of Essence here, which gives us a ton of mana every time you cast. You don't run this passive, this build will not work. Also, then Grave, Spirit, Creeping, and Confidence Ritual. Nice. Using Stricken, guys, this is a GR solo push build, so Stricken in the last amulet as well, which is sweet. And the Cumber's Ornament for the enormous damage reduction. Like I said earlier, guys, we've got Ancient Pathfinder Defenders in the cube for more damage reduction. Ring of Emptiness, 300% increased damage to enemies affected by your Haunt and Locust Swarm. So once these both these spells on those targets, you get a huge 300%. And of course, Sacred Harvester. Soul Harvest now stacks up to 10 times. This gives you more damage, and of course, more damage reduction here from the Bracer. Nice. Okay then, so we've gone all over the gear, I think. Yeah, you've gone over the gear, yeah. Okay, so let's go through the skills, guys. So Spirit Barrage Frontmise is your main DPS skill. Frontmise Rune basically heals you, okay? You get 6.4k life each time Spirit Barrage hits your target, okay? So it's healing you constantly. So if you're casting, you're healing yourself. Remember that, okay? You don't cast, you're going to die, okay? So you'll be casting pretty much all the time. Haunt and Poison Spirit gives us an extra 20% more damage. If you're finding it hard to keep your Quiller bonus up because you're casting so much, you can actually change this over to Draining Spirit. You lose damage, but Draining Spirit gives you 12 mana per second. Okay, so if you are having really bad trouble keeping that Quiller up and you're dying a bit, you can definitely switch that over and you'll be absolutely fine. Nice. Piranha's Piranha, guys, this is your grouping spell to group everything together in one clump, and then blood over that Spirit Barrage, baby. Boom! It also increases your damage by 15%. Soul Harvest, guys, gives you an intelligence buff, and also, because we've got 10 stacks of Soul Harvest, it's going to give us an enormous amount of armor on the Languis rune as well. Cool. Spirit Walk 7, guys, 2 seconds of a complete damage immunity and massive movement speed buff as well. Lovely. Local Storm Pestilence, this gives you 100% spread. If you're going for your really deep pushes, definitely change over to Cloud of Insects, because it gives you 25% damage reduction. But if you're just doing general risk, just use Pestilence, because it spreads in one cast, okay? Nice. So, but guys, passive guys, Confidence Ritual, an extra 25% damage. We're going to be nice and close to the enemies. It's actually quite tanky this build, surprisingly, actually. Much with Unities in there. So you get an extra 25% additional damage there. It's a multiplication damage bonus. Creeping Death, make sure that the Haunt and Local stays on the target pretty much forever. You know, you got to have this on, otherwise it won't work on the build. Of course, self-res as well, guys. Don't want to die, do you? And then Grave Injustice for cooldowns, healing, and extra mana. For Follower, obviously, you've got to make sure you've got your Unity on there. And definitely put Inspire on a Templar on this build, because the extra mana he generates will keep helping you keep your Quiller up as well. There we go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do a GR... Let's have a look. What we're going to set up here. We've got 105. All Paragon points are out on Intel. We've just got the usual sort of stuff, just movement speed. And there's the stats. It's a decent suit. The suit is orged, 95, 92s, 107s. Nothing really hard to get anymore in the game. Common orgs. Good gear though. And let's go. Oh, hello, hello, hello! We just got ourselves a nice little map here. A nice little map. Right, first thing we need to do is get 10 stacks up. That's the first thing. And go, just look for those elites. Oh, mate, this is actually quite nice. Actually, before we hit an elite, actually, let's quickly show you guys the rotation. So what you want to do, cast your nado, a few haunts, one peasants if you're using the standard peasants room, and just watch them melt. Basically, and just watch them melt. And you just cast Spirit Barrage, and they're dead. If you've got Oculus Ring on your fire, which you really should have, definitely jump into that poor power. But remember though, you want to be in confident ritual range, so it's got to be within 20 yards, isn't it? Was it 15? I don't know. But be close, boys. Be close, yeah. Nice. Come on, baby. Where's the elites? What's this? No elites? Oh, there we go. We finally got some. Starting to wonder, then. Starting to wonder. Oh, it's getting a bit low on HP here now, so let's round these guys up. And just blow them up. We get so much cooldown reduction as well, man, from a GI passive, from killing trash, that you can be able to recast your nado and keep everything nice and grouped up pretty quickly. So always pull to trash. Wow, they look like they're dead already. That's insane. I did a Paragon run with this. I think I did 113 with Paragon on, which is pretty good. Cool little cheeky conduit, nice. Have a little pack here. Let's get them all tagged up, nadoed. A few haunts to get them all nice and tagged. That pool power's a little bit too far for me to get my confident ritual bonus there, so I opted to stay close. And off we go, baby. So like I said earlier, guys, if you're looking for a pure caster build, like pure Witcher to caster build, look no further, man. It really is fun to play. Obviously it's a long build, so it's going to take a while for you to get all the ancient gear together, to especially getting all the right rolls as well, but with the power we have in the game now, you know, doing bounties like that, it'd be really, really quick. And also, with the introduction of Torment 16 coming to the game, we can get even more mats now per run. I think it's 22 mats now we get now, 22 DB mats now, T16. So it's going to be pretty sweet, man. Let's smash it out. I've already put up a load of speed farming builds up on the channel. I personally will be using Turbo Chicken in the early stages, and then moving over to LoN Pet Walker once I've got the ancient parts. All that suit first on season. There we go. Wow. It's crazy, isn't it? It's so much fun. It's like a proper caster build. This build traditionally in the old times, before, you know, obviously on current live, we have to use the 2 green rings. But now we can add a COE, and more importantly, a unity. You know, it just makes the build a lot easier to play and more fun. Because it was always played with toughness issues in the past, you know. Oh, just got knocked back. That's annoying. Cold rotation is about to come up now, so we'll see what damage numbers we can get. Bang, bang, bang. Dead. It's crazy. But yeah, the more attack speed in this build, the better. I'm actually capped right now. I've got every piece of gear with maximum attack speed. But like I said earlier, you know, try to get an ROE in here with a perfect roll if you can, instead of the unity, because you can gain CCCHD, you know, as well as attack speed. And it will just make the build even pop even further. I have never ever had a decent Ring of Empress ever drop for me. Never. It's one of those drops that I've never ever got as like a really good ancient drop. You know what I mean? Never had that. One of my buddies got a primal one not long ago. It was absolute perfect roll, even physical and secondary. I was like, oh my god, give it to me! But there's no trade to Diablo no more. Alright, let's keep going. Group them up, and that pool power. So guys, every time we cast our Spender, our Spirit Barrage, we're getting loads of mana back from Rush of Essence, okay? You see my mana going back up, like you see it just jumping back up. So definitely make sure you got, oh, wrong way. Definitely make sure you got, oh, there's a pack here actually, maybe not, cool. Got underground, sneaking man, sneaking! Right, group these up. So cast 5 times, break your casting, by casting Haunt or Piranhas, okay? So we're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then have a break by Haunt or Piranhas, and that would detonate the remaining damage accumulated on target from Spirit Barrage from the Barber. And then it fall over, especially on Rift Guarding. You really want to do that on the Rift Guarding. You can easily turn this build into a speed farming build as well, guys. You know, you can easily take Sacred Harvester out, put Ingeom in, you know, for speed. You can change over the Soul Harvest as well. to Salt and Waste for speeds and all that. So you can easily do a speed farming build on there, on this build as well. Easy peasy, man. Then you can put Nemesis braces in the cube, run the Kumbas as well. It'd be nice to safe, yeah, it'd be good. Da, da. Different music tab. We've got the old Lord Destruction music on today as well. Right, let's go. Oh no, worst map in the game. Here comes a Shock Tower death, guys. You watch. Every time I record a video, I always end up getting this bloody map. So yeah, guys, as we're freezing our targets, Ancient Path of Defenders in the cube is actually proccing. Okay, you're supposed to proc off a stun, but it does actually work with freeze as well. I guess freeze is a class that stuns as well these days, but it works, man. I've tested it, it definitely works. And that extra 12% damage reduction per mob is monstrous, man. Especially when you're in like 100 mobs, you know. Oh, this map's so bad. Right, little break there. You can see the extra damage now from me breaking Spirit Barrage every 5th cast. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go, baby! Also, you can do is you can just do the starter step method as well. You can just do it list. Tap shift as you're moving around. That will detonate the damage as well. When your Spirit Barrage from the bar, just go start cast stars. Not just do it like that as well. Start stepping works really well. Shock Towers, hate Shock Towers, man. Oh my god, it just took out half my HP. Really, really. Oh look, he's actually propped me. Look, I hate this map so much. I hate it. Absolutely hate this map. I'll never forget when I lost my hardcore necro thanks to this map. I was off the map and I died to a Shock Tower. It wasn't even on the screen. It just zapped me and I died. I was like, what? Wow, got power pile there. We just absolutely torched those dudes. Absolutely torched them. Still getting torched. I might get torched now because we got a Shock Tower. Okay, we survived. We survived. I'm currently proc to them, man. There we go. Blow them up, blow them up. But like I said earlier, guys, when you're pushing, definitely use a Cloud of Insects instead for the extra 25% damage reduction. Because it is overall a lot better. A lot better. But I'm being lazy on that because I just want to cast Pestilence once and just spread it to the whole screen. So, and when you're doing those really deep pushes and you need that extra damage reduction, definitely change it over to that because it's going to keep you alive a lot better. It won't spread straight away though, you know. You probably have to cast it 2, maybe 3 times to get a decent spread on all the mobs. Oh, we've got frozen there. We're okay though, we're okay. Cast some haunts there, keep the ROE up. Oh, pool of power. Is that the main guy there? Let's nader them up. Group them up. Break our cast a little bit there. Get an extra damage. I must wait longer. There's cold rotation. There we go, it goes finally. With illusionist mobs, when they split, recast your haunt on them. Because when they split, you tend to lose haunt on that target, which is super annoying. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break. And repeat rinse. Remember, got to be within controversial range as well. Just teleported, hit me there. So I get slightly outside that range. Okay, we've got cold rotation coming up now. Oh, look at that damage! Look! Oh my god, cold rotation deeps. I've just freezed him again. I absolutely love Frostburns in this build, man, because it interrupts Rift Guardian stuff, man. Not all the time, because obviously they've got a CC immunity timer, but you can see it's wrecking him. Here we go. This might be the final death blow now. Bang! And there he goes. The one dice. So that was GR 105. Obviously with Ward gear. No Paragon, man. So far, Spirit Barrage, guys. LoN Spirit Barrage is looking to be our strongest LoN build so far, but if Blizzard fix Carnival, because right now, those that don't know, Carnival dagger damage bonus is not working for the fetchers. If they fix that, Carnival might be a contender. But right now, at this stage of the PTR test server, this build right here is so far our best LoN build for the Witch Doctor, and it is really, really fun. It's really, really cool, guys. And there you go, guys, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video, guys. And thanks very much, man. As usual, guys, there will be in the description of this video a build guide in the future as we come up closer to Season 17. I'm not sure when Season 17 is starting yet. But once we get closer, I'll build a stat guide for all the best rolls of gear for the character. So just check back and it will be there, okay? Okay, guys, thanks very much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Also, guys, thank you to those that subbed me on Patreon. I made a few new people here and there. Thank you very much for the extra support. Also, guys, we now have channel memberships here on the channel as well. Click that join button if you want to support me to continue creating Diablo content. Thank you guys very, very much. See you soon. Take care, man.